Did you ever wonder what comes into the coin shop as far as coins on a daily basis? We all know that, Grady coins come in, bullion comes in, sometimes gold comes in. But what do we see for the most part? What's the most often? Well, I'm going to share that with you. And we're going to go through a little box of coins that come in the shop, which is what we see the most. Also, going to share some of these. I got some other coins that we purchased, and there are some sets and things like that, and we're going to take a look at those. So stay tuned. But first, here's my website, portsmouthcoinshop.com. And we have the coins in the video will be up on this site. Probably be auctions for some of these. I don't know. We'll see. But we do have a large selection of coins. We have gold and silver and bullion, and we have type coins and graded coins. If you need help with coins, come over here to our Coin Help You community. You can open up in another tab or the same tab, and you can post your question over here. I see a lot of questions in the comments. I get a lot of calls, but the best place for me to help you is over here on the Coin Help You community, where you can post an image and you can ask your question. And when I sit down in the evenings, I can take the time and I can actually help you. Can't help on the phone, can't help in emails and things like that. And you really can't help in the comments of YouTube because I can't see your coin. There's just no way you can help people with coins unless you can see them. So let's get started. Let's take a look at this. So here is an example of a box that someone brought into the shop. They said they forgot about it. They put it in a drawer after his dad passed away, and this is what he had put back. So I open the box up, and obviously I see something like this, which is probably modern, and it is just a 1987 toned silver eagle. And typically we pay anywhere from $4 and $5 up to $7 over melt for these. When they're toned like this, though, sometimes you're more like closer to $3 or $4 over. The case itself is what toned it. I think the felt. Then we have a roll of these 68D. They appear to be all mint state, and we can sell these for $5 and $6. So we pay around $3 for them. Then we'll get common date stuff like this, which is just clad, and these come in every collection. When I tell people that we get a lot of bicentennial no mint marks in our collections that we purchase, I'm telling the truth. And this is a no mint mark, and which means it's Philadelphia, which is very normal. No mint mark does not increase the value of a coin, unfortunately. It has to be in a proof set and have a no S after 1967. So 68 and up. That's what you look for. Now, here's some also more mint mark and non-mint mark Eisenhower dollars that we see a lot, and these sell for anywhere from $1, $1.50 up to $2. Sometimes if you have a real nice one, you can get a couple more dollars out of it. But for the most part, we pay face value to $1.50 a piece for these, and these are all basically circulated. And like I said, no mint mark just means Philadelphia. It doesn't add value to it. There is a mint mark here. That's where the mint mark is on these. If you don't know, a D. You have a D or no mint mark on these. But a lot of people don't. They get that mixed up. You see coins being sold all the time with no mint mark. I mean, you see it all the time over on eBay. You see it on Etsy. It's like that adds value to it. It does not. And you don't know for sure what all's in here. They all look like they're silver, but it's all taped. And when it has tape on it, you can see where it has some residue from maybe some PVC residue. There's 18 coins in this one. To typically pay, a little over melt for these or around melt. It just depends on how slick they look. Looks like I got a little bit of meat on them here. So sometimes we're basically $1 over on the melt, pretty much, if we can see a lot of the reading. But with tape on them, they're pretty much scratch and dent coins, unless somehow the tape residue is not on the sides or on the inside. So we can actually, if we want to. And that's the thing, you're going to have to use a little bit of acetone to get this off of it. But we can take a look at one of these here, see what they look like. So, as you can see, they're just your common date variety. Not anything really special. So, and sorry about the focus. It's trying to focus on the background and the coins at the same time at different distances here. Then we have a couple of the silver rounds. I pay, $2 over on these, so $2 over melt for these. 0.99. You have to really test things because there's so many fakes out there. These are from Monex International Ltd. And they're kind of cool. I mean, they're just, like I said, they're just your bullion from 1982. A lot of people like to collect the older bullion styles. Then we have a Susan B. Anthony, and it's not the close or wide rim. It does have the P mint mark, and it is like I said, the mint marks are not that clear on these. That's normal. And then we have these. Now these piece dollars, we're paying anywhere from $20 to $22 a piece for these, depending on if they have mint marks or not, how worn they are. Same thing on the 21s, unless they're 21Ss and are really nice AU and up. And then we have some pre-21 Morgan dollars. And I make sure I look for the mint marks on the back, make sure there's no CCs. You know, I don't want to accidentally buy a 89 CC for, $25, but that's pretty much what we're at on these, about $25 on the pre-21. So then overall, just a nice little bit of coins, and we get enough of these little collections in, or little accumulations in, is what we call them, to fill our boxes and to fill our scratch and dent lots, and to sell to customers and card them up. Then we get here's a few other things that we purchased. This is a West Virginia Centennial, 1863 to 1963, and it has the silver and the bronze. And these are collectible for people who are from West Virginia. So I'll probably put it up at an auction on our website, as I'm going to put up a lot of these probably, and try to run another auction again. I'm going to try some different settings on the auction to see if I can do it the right way. Because the problem is we have some people who have not been paying on the auctions. And, we don't really have ways of banning. I can ban people by IPs and things like that. But the problem with that is that someone else may have that same IP and they can't, and they legitimately want to bid and win an auction. But if you're bidding on our auctions, you have trouble paying, all you have to do is call our number that we have on our website or send me an email. I'll just send an invoice to you. But you got to communicate if you win an auction. And then, little things like this come in, and I decided to go ahead and keep it in this holder. It's an 1850 large cent. And like I said, it's just really cool kind of in this holder. And it's a decent grade. I mean, it's pretty close to very fine 20. Then here's a book of dimes. Some people like to collect these. It's kind of nostalgic. This is for college education. This is from Portsmouth Banking Company, Dime Saver. So this is kind of something that's just, you see when I was growing up, and most people don't see them saving anymore, and they're just not silver on our change, and so people don't put back our dimes much. But they do put back dimes. I mean, I've seen people still do it. And then we have this set, which is the first 3 years of the Silver Eagle. And I keep these together, let people maybe bid what they want for them. So it's the 86, 87, and 88. I remember when these came out. I remember going up to Westerville to Allen's Coin Shop here in Ohio and buying rolls of these and making maybe $1 on a coin. So you make $20 on a roll, maybe even 30, and that was a huge deal. Then here's a few notes. And, they're not anything special, but they are kind of cool. They're the large notes, the silver certificates, 1923. Have a few of those. And some of them have pinholes, folded up really good, but they still are neat. I still like them. They have a lot of history to them. This is a currency that was spent, years ago. Here's a $50. It's from New York, 1929. It's New York, New York. And here's a $10 silver certificate, 1953. And then another, 1929. This is Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland, Ohio is really common. I see a lot of those. And then 1934 is a $5. And here's the reverse. Reverse is not really anything special. I didn't flip them all over here. But we buy a few of these and we kind of accumulate them, and then we'll start putting them up on the site. That's a 1923. We do have some people who do like to buy these in the shop. It's the reverse. And then here's a 1917, kind of called the sawhorse or seesaw, because of the reverse of it. This is not in very good condition, but this is a United States note. This is a U.S. note. You see by the red seal here. That's called scallop. That's a scallop seal. And here's the sawhorse or seesaw or whatever you want to call it. And then things like this come in. This is the Ohio Bicentennial Commemorative Silver Coin. It's 0.99. It's celebrating 88 counties. It's a cool Ohio piece. I like this a verse of it here. Has the farm and the barn and all that. It's really nice with a fence. But things like that, this come in a shop all the time. We see a lot of Ohio things that people, put back. And then here's, we get a lot of bars. Now we can, remove some of this tarnish on the bars as far as just dipping it out using, the EZS. But the thing of it is it's not really worth it. We could just put them up as random 1 ounce bars and sell them. And that's probably what I'll do with these. We get all these little boxes, and you sit up front and you're going through all of these coins that someone brought in, and you open up all the boxes and you're trying to figure out how much to pay people. And something like this goes for a little over $100, about $100. So I pay maybe $75 for it's $10. It comes from the Pobjoy Mint or Pudjoy Mint, however you say it. So you can correct me in the comments. 1921 to 2021. It's silver. It actually commemorates the peace dollar and the Morgan dollar. I like it. It's kind of a cool little piece. Looks like it's plated in something. I didn't really look at the COA on that. I know I've seen them. I had to look up what they sell for online. And a lot of people, what you do when you don't know how much something sold for, go to eBay sold auctions and try to look at the sold listings and see what they've sold for. Sometimes you can go to APMEX or SD Bullion or JM Bullion and see what they're trying to sell it for. Sometimes you do it that way. If it's a coin that's a type coin, you can go and find out at PCGS Price Guide, just kind of get an idea, or buy you a 2023 Red Book. But this one here is a colorized, a 1999. You can go to eBay and see what colorized coins and silver dollars are going for. This was after Mint. The Mint didn't do this. Then we have Mint State 69. This one here is there's a St. Gaudens Commemorative National Park Foundation. This is a Winged Liberty design. It's a private issue, struck 2017. It's really cool. I like the eagle here. And then, of course, just your regular commemorative. It's a Ultra Cameo, Proof 69, Ellis Island, Statue of Liberty. Really common. And then here's a Mint State 68. I guess someone was trying to get a 70. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. It's just, really, this is just a raw coin. It just happens to be in a holder. Has a little bit of a milk spot here, I see. And then we get stuff like this, almost uncirculated. It's probably part of a bulk submission or something. But it was NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. And it's a reverse of 79, 1878. So that makes it a little more valuable because it has that reverse with a 78 date. So what that means is that this has a 79 reverse on it, as you can see. Because if you notice what a 78 reverse looks like, it's concave. Okay, well, that's convex. It's more rounded. So that makes it a little better of a variety, worth a little more in this condition. Then we get some more, plated, gold plated, but it is 0.99 fine silver. It's been tested, so it's good. So you're just looking for silver. That's how you buy it right there. You just buy stuff like that that's at a discount from a dealer. This here's a nadir, and 1 ounce. It's in a card. So a lot of people like that because of the security features. Then here's a PAMP. And it's a silver bar as well. And they got a hole in it. I really don't know the purpose of that. I'm not much into this. I'm not a stacker person type. Know everything about all these. But if they have a hole in it where you're going to wear it around your neck, I mean, what would you take out of this if you bought it with this in it? I don't know. But anyways, it's kind of cool to find something like that in a collection. Someone just bought it just because they thought it was neat and then left it to someone. Then, of course, here's some raw coins. We've already got these prepared. I've took images of these. This is a 1878 CC with a little scratch right here, and here's the CC on the back. These are not the cap variety. So it's a regular CC, and you have another 78, a little bit higher grade. Same thing. They're worth a little bit more. The capped are worth less than the regular CC mint marks. You go to Van World and check all that out and see what different varieties there are for the CC. Here's an 1877 trade dollar. It is authentic. It is a really nice coin too. Mint marks right here if you don't know that. Then we have a Pilgrim. It's a $50 commemorative that has a hazy toning to it. Really hard to value coins like that because you don't know how people are going to respond to it. Some people don't mind in 1920, but some people don't like that. They like a brighter white coin. They like a coin that looks a little less hazy. Then we have a 1877. And this one here is a seated quarter. It's a nice coin. Kind of hard to see with all the reflections. I put them in a 2x2s. I wasn't going to take them out just to show in the video. We all know what they look like, but it's just cool to show what we've purchased lately. That's an 1845 large cent. And then we've got these little typesets, and I found these are really cool here. So let's take a look first. First, we're going to look at this. This is not a complete mint set, and the black background is really playing with this. But if I take out the slide there, you can see that this is the 1947D partial set, but they are uncirculated coins, so they're really nice. The only thing is that the black is causing a lot of reflection. It's hard to see it. So let's take a look at these here. Last but definitely not least, these are probably the coolest of the bunch to me. You've got a 1829 bust dime. This is the dime type sets. I'm going to keep these together. I'm going to sell them like this. I'll probably throw them up on the side as an auction and let everybody bid on them, what they choose. I'll start them out at $1. No reserve. Then here's another one, and this has the half cent. Has a half cent, 1829, 1865, 2 cent, and it has a 3 cent silver, a 3 cent nickel, and then a half dime. I mean, that's just a cool set. That's one way to collect these. This is my favorite one out of all of them. And then there's this $half type, which shows the seated and the barber and the standing and the Franklin. All of these together are a good way to teach the different denominations. This isn't all the denominations, but most of them that the U.S. Mint has used to teach a young or new collector or young collector. So I hope you enjoyed seeing these coins. I enjoyed sharing them with everyone and showing you what we do buy up front and a little idea what we pay for some of this stuff. So thanks for watching my latest video. Please hit the sub button if you like these videos and let me know in the comments. And have a great day.